Our God is greater. Our God is stronger. God, you are higher than any other. Hey guys, Davin here with Worship Leader Hangout, and I am so excited about today's lesson because we are talking about the 7-3-6 progression and how to use it in gospel music. We're going to look at some creative ways you can apply the 7-3-6 progression. If you leave a comment in the comment section below this week, I will choose one person to give a lesson to. All you have to do is leave a comment in the comment section. All right, enough talking from me. Let's get right to the lesson. So in every genre, there are progressions that are emphasized more in that particular genre of music. For example, if you play Christian contemporary music, you are probably very familiar with the 6-4-1-5 progression. Common songs that would utilize that progression would be like, our God is greater, our God is stronger, God, you are higher than any other. All right. Another song would be, there'll be another in the fire, standing next to me. There'll be another in the waters, holding back the seas. Okay. Those songs utilize a very common progression in the 6-4-1-5, which is in Christian contemporary music. Now, when I say 6-4-1-5, I'm referring to the different degrees of the scale. A minor being the 6th degree, which is 6 notes away from C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm referring to 4, which is F, which would be 4 notes away from C. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm referring to C, which is 1. All right. And then G, which is 5 notes away from C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. When we talk about progressions, we utilize them to help us have a mental framework of where we are in the music. That also helps us to transpose, okay? So let's say I want to play in the key of F. I can utilize those same scale degrees and apply that to the key of F. So 6 in F would be D minor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have D, so it's D minor. 4 in F would be 1, 2, 3, 4. B flat. 1 would be F. And then 5 would be C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, C. Okay. So in gospel music, the 7-3-6 progression is essential. Now, if you're a jazz cat or you have a little bit of music knowledge, I know what you're going to probably think or write in the comment section. Do you really mean the minor 2-5-1 progression? That's exactly what we're talking about here. However, we are thinking within the language of gospel, and in gospel music, it is called a 7-3-6 progression for a reason. If you want to know the reason, go ahead and email me and I will give you an answer. All right. So we're talking about the 7-3-6 progression here, which would be in the key of C, B diminished, B half diminished 7, sorry, E sharp 5 sharp 9 to A minor. Okay, so those notes are okay. Now, how would we apply this in music? Okay, so let's say we're taking that same 6-4-1-5 progression and we want to make things, give it some flavor, right? So this is what we're going to do. Instead of just playing, we might play, our God is greater, our God is stronger, God, you are higher than any other. Our God is healer. Okay, you see how I put that progression right in there? So the 7-3-6 progression is a wonderful passing chord progression, although it is not limited to that. Okay, so now, when I started playing this progression, to be honest with you, I got bored with just playing 7, 3, 6. At first, it was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. I'm so glad I discovered it. And maybe that's where you are, okay? Maybe you're right with, and that's enough for you today. But maybe you understand this progression already and you're like, okay, look, I want to add a little bit more to my playing. We're going to look at some different ways you can play this progression creatively, okay? One way would be like this. Okay? Now, what am I doing there? Playing a D flat to the D. There, I'm playing a B major in my right hand in second inversion with a G tritone, and then a C major in my right hand with a G sharp tritone. And then I'm coming down on that A minor chord with first inversion C, second inversion to G. Okay, so. All right, now let's try to apply this in the song Our God is Greater. Our God is greater, our God is stronger, God, you are higher than any other. Woo, it was wonderful. Okay, so that gives you something more that you can add, understanding this same 7-3-6 progression. But hey, it doesn't have to stop there. You can continue to add to it, all right? Another thing that I like to do is I like to play my chords following kind of this sixth scale pattern, okay? 6-degree scale pattern. So what I mean by that is this. Okay, so we have a B diminished chord here, okay? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a couple of notes out of that B diminished chord, and I'm going to play just the B and the D, okay? And I'm gonna walk up the scale with those notes. Okay, so that's the first part of my little lick. The second part of my lick is going to go to a C major chord, but just playing the E and the C, and that's still following a sixth pattern, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. E is 6 notes away from G. And I'm gonna go from E and G, C and A, C and E. I'm gonna slide up on this F diminished chord to this D, to go into a G. All right, so. Now, let's see how we apply that utilizing that same progression, Our God is Greater. Let's see if it'll work. I'm not even sure it's gonna work, all right? Our God is greater, our God is stronger, God, you are higher than any. Okay, it didn't work, so that means I need to put it in a little bit earlier, okay? Let's try it. Our God is greater, our God is stronger, God, you are high, God, you are high. Okay, so we're getting somewhere. Let me try one more time, all right? Our God is greater, our God is stronger, God, you are higher than any other, our God is healer. All right, so you're beginning to see how we take this progression, right? And then we're taking this move that we're learning and then we try to adapt it to the song. And I kind of really wanted you to see my process so you understand that, when you hear somebody do something, it's not like they just did it out of thin air. They worked through it, okay? So we are gonna stop right there. If you want to learn the other licks that we utilized in this progression, go to davinhutchinson.podia.com and you can check out my entire website of courses, charts, and other resources that will help you in your piano playing journey. Okay, also, because we are approaching Black Friday and Cyber Monday, I'm going to tell you that this is a great time to get the yearly membership because it is $99. And after Cyber Monday, it will no longer be $99. So go ahead and check it out. Well, until next time, remember this: great worship leaders are always learning. Our God is greater, our God is stronger, God, you are higher than it. God is healer, awesome in power, our God, our God. Our God is greater, our God is stronger, God, you are higher, God, you are higher than. Whew. Okay, maybe you can use some of that. All right, dude.